Coelom. In classification, presence or absence of a cavity between the body wall and the gut wall is very important. The body cavity, which is lined by mesoderm, is called coelom. Animals possessing coelom are called coelomate. Example: annelids, mollusks, arthropods, echinoderms, hemichordates and chordates. In some animals, the body cavity is not lined by mesoderm. Instead, the mesoderm is present as scattered pouches in between the ectoderm and endoderm. Such a body cavity is called pseudocoelom, and the animals possessing them are called pseudocoelomates. Example: Aschelminthus. The animals in which the body cavity is absent are called acoelomates. Example: Platyhelminthus. Segmentation. In some animals, the body is externally and internally divided into segments with a serial repetition of at least some organs. In earthworm, the body shows this pattern called metameric segmentation, and the phenomena is known as metamerism. Notochord. Notochord is a mesodermally derived rod-like structure formed on the dorsal side during embryonic development in some animals. Animals with notochord are called chordates. Example: Urochordata, Cephalochordata and Vertebrata. Animals which do not form notochord are called non-chordate. Example: Porifera to echinoderms. They obtain food from outside source. They swallow their food and they digest food inside the body. Division of animal kingdom. The animal kingdom is divided in two major divisions: invertebrates, vertebrates. Invertebrates, animals that do not have backbone. Vertebrates, animals which have backbone. The animal kingdom is broadly classified based on common fundamental features as given in the image. The animal kingdom is divided into 9 phylum: Porifera, Coelenterata, Platyhelminthus, Aschelminthus, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, Chordata. Invertebrates. As we have already said, invertebrates are animals that do not have backbones. An exoskeleton is a hard outer covering that protects an animal's body and gives it support. Insects and some other invertebrates have exoskeletons. 97% of the animal kingdom is made up of invertebrates. Some can be found in ponds, oceans, and other water environments. There are 6 groups of invertebrates. They are: Porifera, example sponges; Coelenterata, example Cnidaria; Ctenophora, sea walnuts; Platyhelminthus, example flatworms; Aschelminthus, example roundworms; Annelida, example segmented worms. Porifera. Porifera means having pores. Members of this phylum are commonly known as sponges. They are aquatic, mostly marine, sessile or free-swimming, radially symmetrical, sac-like animals. They are mostly asymmetrical animals and generally marine. They look plant-like. They are fixed at one place. These are primitive multicellular animals and have cellular level of organization. Sponges have a water transport or canal system. Water enters through minute pores known as ostia in the body wall into a central cavity, spongocoel, from where it goes out through the osculum. This pathway of water transport is helpful in food gathering, respiratory exchange, and removal of waste. Choanocytes or collar cells line the spongocoel and the canals. Digestion is intracellular. The body is supported by a skeleton made up of spicules or pungent fibers. Sexes are hermaphrodite, that is, eggs and sperms are produced by the same individual. Sponges reproduce asexually by fragmentation and sexually by formation of gametes. Fertilization is internal and development is indirect, having a larval stage which is morphologically distinct from the adult. Colintrata. The name Cnidaria is derived from the cnidoblasts or cnidocytes. These cnidoblasts have the stinging capsules or nematocytes present on the tentacles and the body. Cnidoblasts are used for anchorage, defense and for capture of prey. Cnidarians exhibit tissue level of organization and are diploblastic. They have a central gastrovascular cavity with a single opening, hypostome. Some colintrates, like corals, have a skeleton composed of calcium carbonate. Cnidarians exhibit two basic body forms called polyp and medusa. The former is a sessile and cylindrical form like hydra, Adamsia, etc., whereas the later is umbrella-shaped and free-swimming like Aurelia or jellyfish. Those cnidarians which exist in both forms exhibit alteration of generation. Example, metagenesis, that is, polyps produce medusae asexually and medusae form the polyps sexually. For example, Oblea. Examples, Physalia, also known as Portuguese man of war, Adamsia, also known as sea anemone, Penetula, also known as sea pen, Gorgonia, also known as sea fan, Mindrina, also known as brain coral. Ctenophora. Ctenophores, commonly known as sea walnuts or comb jellies, are exclusively marine, radially symmetrical, diploblastic organisms with tissue level of organization. The body bears 8 external rows of ciliated comb plates which help in locomotion. Digestion is both extracellular and intracellular. Bioluminescence, the property of a living organism to emit light, is well marked in ctenophores. Sexes are not separate. Reproduction takes place only by sexual means. Fertilization is external with indirect development. Example, Pleurobratia and Ctenoplana.